Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the John Went Walking channel. This is the fourth clip of the morning. I'm in the Richloam area, heading back towards the Richloam General Store and the fire tower. And I'm right at, in the earlier video, I said Goat Road, but it's actually Napoleon Road that I crossed there. And I'm at mile 367.1. walking back towards the fire tower. So I'm just out here this morning showing you the areas, showing you how the trail looks through here. It's just been a beautiful morning for a walk, and I've really enjoyed being out. I talked a little bit about the reason that I'm out here doing this, and I've said it many times, you know, throughout the last couple of months on this YouTube channel. And you know, I'm shooting this video as much mostly to motivate myself. I mean, I know there's just a handful of us that are watching it, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. And I know if you clicked on any of these videos that you're like me, you have a deep interest in the Florida Trail. And I don't know what you're thinking of, if you're thinking of just day hikes, or if you're thinking like me, a through hike attempt is coming, and you're looking to see what the trail looks like out here. I'm trying to show it to you from point to point, and I have really this year, the entire year, to show you Florida Trail from all over the state, and that's what I'm going to do. So this morning I'm out here. This video started right at 367.1, right at where the Florida Trail intersects Napoleon Road. I came off, there's about about 100 feet walk there on Napoleon Road from one side of the Florida Trail to the other, and you cut right back into the woods, and we're right back into it. So that's where I'm at, and I'm walking up towards Amiocola Road, and I'll cross that, and then it'll be from there back into the fire tower, and back into the old general store. And I'll probably do a wrap-up video up there at the general store. I'm not going to take you inside, because if you look back about a month or so on my videos, you'll see a video from the Richloam General Store where I physically went inside the store and showed you what they have available in there. It's supposed to be like the oldest general store in Florida, and they've got a lot of nice stuff in there to look at and reminisce about. They had some really nice fudge. They have all kinds of old sodas, the old drinks, all kinds of jams and jellies, honey, just about anything you can think of they have in there. And it's just a nice little historical stop along the Florida Trail that I hope you would take a little bit of time and check out if you're coming through here. So anyway, I'm talking a little bit about motivation this morning and why I'm doing this, and my really inside thinking about it. And I talk a little bit about my history with the ultra runs, including the 100-mile run. And I talked about how going in, I had already done a bunch of marathons and 50 milers. So the distance and time, it wasn't so incredible that I just believed it would take a superhuman effort to finish 100. Like, I knew I could do it. It was just a matter of deciding that I wasn't going to quit. And so that's what it came down to. And I got through 90 miles. It was up in Vermont. I got through 90 miles in right at 20 hours. And right at 20 hours, 90 miles, I had just gone through my physical well-being health check. I think the final health check is at 85, where they can pull you for having a problem. After that, like, you were allowed to march in. So anyway, when I'm at 90, I got in there, and I really had started to lose it. I'd been out 20 hours. I still had 10 more hours to finish the final 10 miles. And somehow, like, the thought had cropped into my head, like, I don't think I can walk that fast. I cannot go from 90 to 100 miles in 10 hours. I just couldn't walk a mile an hour. So I really kind of convinced myself of that, and it was kind of a bad place. It was a dark place to be. So anyway, I'm laying there on the ground. It's the middle of the night in Vermont. I think it was like a 4 a.m. start. So this would have been, you know, or no, it was not. It was 6 a.m. start. So this would have been about 8, 9 o'clock that night. And it was dark and I'd been out all day, and it was in July, but it was still cold. It's in Vermont in the mountains. And I just kind of convinced myself I can't do this. And luckily, my wife had found, there had been another, I didn't bring a pacer with me, but my wife had found this lady that had been pacing another runner, and the other runner had dropped out of the race. He'd quit. And so she was free, and she was there at the 90-mile marker, and she saw me laying there, and I guess my wife got to talking to her, and she told my wife that she'd talk to me and that she would help me get in the final 10 miles. So she came over and started talking to me, and her wife got me on my feet, and we just started walking, and we just walked and walked and walked. So from 90 to 100, I did finish that night. I finished in 24 hours, 47 minutes and 5 seconds. And don't ask me how I remember that, because I can barely remember what I had for dinner last night, but I remember my 100-mile run time. 24 hours, 47 minutes and 5 seconds. And you know, that night, after everything happened and I successfully finished, of course, I was a complete physical wreck, you know, after I had finished. Like, I remember laying on the table, and my wife pulling my bloody socks off, and like half my toenails came off, and I just had all kinds of problems, but physical problems. But it taught me an incredible lesson. It taught me that you're never completely out of it. Never. Like, it don't matter how bad you feel, no matter how bad things are going, that if you refuse to quit, that you can get back up and you can finish what you started. And that really, you know, it wasn't even just about the 100-mile run. It was about life, and it served me well. You know, that happened, I think I finished that one in July of 93, and I never did another 100-mile run. I did lots more marathons and 50 milers and stuff, but the 100-miler, that was my one and out, one and done. I got it done, and I decided I wasn't going to do that again. And it was okay, but I had finished it once, and I was very satisfied with that effort. So it had taught me a lot. And as I've gone through my life, you know, the second half of my adult life, now I'm 63 years old, there have been many situations I've been in where I've been in a tough spot, where it's been almost where I'm not sure that I can go on. And I'm not just, like I said, I'm not just talking about a physical achievement. I'm talking about life achievement, like getting things done with your life. You know, I spent a long time in the military, and I had some very difficult duty, and sometime I'll probably talk about it on here. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I had some very difficult times in the military. Now, I was surrounded by incredible people, I'll grant you that, but there's still things that you just have to be able to take care of individually. And I think you know, the lesson that I learned throughout all of these things, all of these difficult times in my life, and I'm not saying my life's any more difficult than yours. We've all had difficult times in our life, but I think, you know, I've really learned that as long as I don't give up, as long as I don't quit, that I'm going to definitely be able to finish what I started. And that's the way I'm going. That's my mentality coming into the Florida Trail. I really want to get this thing done. And it's not just to say I did the Florida Trail. It's really not just to say that. It's about having a goal in my life, setting that goal, and then taking the time to achieve it. You know, I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm getting ready to retire. I'm already retired from the military. I'm getting ready to retire again. And I'm getting to the point in my life where I want to have something out there driving me, some reason that I'm getting up and going forward. And I love God, and I do. And, you know, I fully believe that God's directing my path and that He has a purpose for me. But I still want to feel it something. I want to feel something like I'm setting a big goal and I'm getting out there and accomplishing it. That's what I want to feel like I'm doing. And that's part of what's going on here. That's part of what I'm doing. And I really believe that this is a good opportunity for me, because maybe 2 months ago I wasn't so sure, even if I said it. But now, at this point, where I'm at right now, I'm starting to realize, like the past couple of months, I've spent a lot of time on the Florida Trail, Central Florida, out in the woods. I've spent a lot of time, right? So I realize how incredible it is out here, how much I love to be out on my own in the woods, with a bottle of water, a hiking stick. I just love being out here and being self-sufficient. You know, I can't wait to start bringing my pack with me and then working even more and more towards that Thru-Hike. So that's what I'm doing, friends. And I tell you, I'm just so grateful for the opportunity that I've had to put it onto this channel and to share it with you. And I'm going to keep going, friends. I can tell you that. I'm going to keep going. It's kind of given me something to do that I know can really help my life and help those around me. And I hope that, you know, when you see this video, I hope that it's helping you too. So anyway, now we're reaching out from where we came in. I'm coming back to another road crossing. This is going to be the Amicola Road crossing, and it's we're probably less than a mile or so from the fire tower. Friends, I'm going to take you all the way in. I'm going to make another video. I appreciate you being with me this morning. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again real soon, friends. Bye now.